What you and I are innately is love. At the core of our being, we are love. And deep within us is a profound and amazing innate impulse to give and receive and express love. Rarely do we express the totality of love that we know, we feel deep inside, and that we actually long to express. And I feel as though this holding back is what is often creating our suffering. You know, it was interesting. I was working with a coaching client of mine, and she said to me so earnestly, you know, Coot, loving hurts. And I'm not saying loving doesn't hurt, because sometimes there is pain there. Pain is an inevitable part of life. I say suffering is optional. Suffering is what we make up about the experience. But pain is just a part of life. But she said, love is pain. Love hurts. So I'm not going to love anymore. And I looked at her and I said, that's not totally accurate. If you stop to love because it's painful, it will be even more suffering, and you will experience even more pain at the depth of your being as a result of that. Love is not pain. What is often creating your pain, I told her, what is often creating your pain and your suffering is not loving itself, but is your attachment and your expectation. So often we say, I'm going to love this person and give to this person, yet the reality is we're giving with this expectation that that person we're giving to or doing a good deed for is going to be a certain way. Or so often we give a gift and we're expecting a certain response. Or so often we make a phone call and we expect something back in return. It's not the loving that creates the pain. It's our attachment, our expectation, our preconceived idea, what we want from that person and not receiving that creates our suffering. So I say, if you really are seeking to love at the next level, if you're really seeking to unleash the lover inside of you and be who you truly are, let go of the expectation. But love fully, simply because that is your commitment. Love fully, simply because that is your practice and what you're committed to, regardless of what anyone else does. So on one level, I'm saying love because that's what you're about. You know, if you think about a flower, have you ever seen a beautiful flower? Aren't flowers beautiful? They're amazing if you look at this incredible flower right here. And I think what makes flowers amazing is they don't want anything from you. I mean, imagine you walk up to a flower, whether you are actually appreciating it, smelling it, whether you're actually there looking at it or not, the flower is being the flower. It's not being the flower because you're there. It's simply being the flower because this is innately its nature and innately what it's committed to. Imagine the moment you walk by and don't recognize this flower, all of a sudden the flower taps you on the shoulder and says, hey, how come you didn't see me? I'm being all beautiful and smelling lovely for you and you're not even taking a moment to smell me. Just imagine that. The flower's not doing that. Or imagine you have a flower in your room and you step outside the room, and the moment you're gone outside the room, the flower all of a sudden is wilted because you're not looking. The flower is being a flower radiantly, magically, because this is what it is. So what am I saying? What you are is love. This is your nature. And if you dare to be that, whether anyone is there, whether it's appreciated, whether you receive anything in return or not, when you dare to be that, the riches and the beauty will amaze you. Dare to be who you are. Love like a flower.